How do cognitive biases make you vulnerable to false headlines? Imagine your brain is like a busy highway, with many cars rushing in different directions. Sometimes, these cars get stuck in traffic or take wrong turns without you realizing it. That's what cognitive biases do. They trick your mind into accepting false information without question. When you see a headline that confirms what you already believe, your brain is more likely to believe it instantly. This is called confirmation bias. It makes you ignore facts that don't fit your views and accept the false headline as true. Another bias is the availability bias. If you hear or see something often enough, your brain thinks it must be true because it's familiar. For example, if false stories about a health scare keep popping up on your social media feed, you might start believing them simply because they're repeated so much. Repetition makes false headlines seem more credible, even if they are not backed by facts. Familiarity bias works the same way. When you see the same false headline multiple times, it starts to feel true just because it's familiar. Social media platforms often show you trending stories or popular posts, which can make false information seem more trustworthy. This can lead you to accept and share false headlines without checking their accuracy. Motivated reasoning is another factor. If a false headline supports your political or social beliefs, your brain is more likely to trust it. You might dismiss evidence that contradicts your views and only focus on information that confirms them. This makes it easier to fall for misinformation that aligns with your identity or opinions. Other biases like the illusion of validity and the illusory truth effect also play a part. The illusion of validity makes you overconfident in your judgments, so you might think you can spot false headlines easily. The illusory truth effect is when repeated statements seem true because they've been seen or heard many times. All these biases work together to make you more likely to accept false headlines. When social media algorithms show you content similar to what you've interacted with before, they create echo chambers. These echo chambers reinforce false beliefs and make it harder to see the truth. The good news is that you can protect yourself. Learning about these biases helps you recognize when your mind might be tricked. Question headlines that seem too perfect or fit your beliefs too neatly. Always check multiple trustworthy sources before sharing or believing something. Remember, just because you see a headline repeatedly doesn't mean it's true. Be aware of how social media might be influencing what you see and believe. When you understand how your mind works, you can spot false headlines more easily and make smarter choices about the information you consume.